Or another time, a third stream. Our was not a plan. Definitely not on schedule. But new game. We're ready, y'all. This is live, so y'all are able to talk to me. And we'll see how this goes. And I'll mute up so y'all can hear this.
You're about to see the most incredible doll ever invented. Her name is Poppy, and she is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. A little girl can talk to her. Poppy gives her answers. She is the first doll actually able to have a conversation with a child. Hard to believe? Just watch.
Poppy Playtime!
Poppy's as lovable as a real girl, and she talks like one, too.
Hi, my name is Poppy. I love you. Can you help me polish my shoes?
Why, of course, Poppy. Just like a real girl, Poppy always wants to look her best.
Perfect! Thank you.
Her hair is sturdy and won't come out when you brush it, and smells just like a poppy flower. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Poppy?
I'm a real girl.
Playtime! And if you've ever wanted to see how all of the nation's favorite toys were created, Playtime Co. is now offering factory tours at just $2.99 a person.
$2.99 is kind of offensive. I don't know why you think about it. $2.99 is very
Come
pricey.
visit the factory.
And the doll was actually $5.99. Like, the doll's more pricey in the factory. Why that? Like, think about it. It's a big, massive factory, and, you know, a lot of people worked there and all that. You know what I mean? People work there all the time, and, you know, all this yada yada. Okay, y'all. Okay, I like being live on YouTube because you can actually touch the... Okay, y'all. We all know how YouTube goes. We're gonna plug in our tape. Just listen to it. I'll mute up.
Hi, my name is Leif Pierre, and I'm the head of innovation here at the Playtime Co. Toy Factory. If you're seeing this, then you're trespassing. Yeah, we play this little tape on loop whenever we close the factory for the day. So, trespasser, just to make you aware, while we pride ourselves primarily on our high-quality toys and excellent child care, we also pride ourselves on our security. For example, this facility is full of hidden motion triggers, which, once set off, will turn on the factory's emergency alarms and directly contact the authorities. And that's one of the more tame aspects of our security system. No spoilers. So, you've got my warning. It's not too late to turn around. I just hope that you're certain whatever you're doing is worth it.
What's so to touch
Okay,
it?
I'm just watching some YouTube as well when I'm just streaming. Okay, this is kind of easy, I don't know. I don't want to see how fast I can do this for. Already 6 minutes in, okay. So actually we'll do
Come on, sweetie.
This woman was sleeping with her baby. When their dog got into the room and noticed something was wrong with the ceiling, a giant bubble of water was about to explode. He barked and they woke up and ran away just in time. You won't believe how this ended. I'll show you. But before that,
Love your phone more than your mom ignore this.
I hate these little like the ratings are just like they always do this and this what I hate.
I used to be able to do this, but lost it. So I decided to stretch all day to get it back. This was going really well until I tried to walk home in a back bend. I made it almost all the way home until I got a huge headache from being upside down. I tried to get an Uber the rest of the way, but something went horribly wrong. My Uber account was banned. I guess the driver reported me to be underage when in reality I'm 21 years old. This left me with only one option, to do walkovers all the way home. Subscribe if you think Uber should give me my account back. I used to be able to do this, but lost.
I'm partnering with Hormel Chili.
Bart and Martin designed a cute robot seal, but when Bart tried to pet it, the little seal suddenly bit him. Martin discovered that the seal's wiring was connected incorrectly. All they needed to do was switch the red wire to the right position. The day of the school science fair arrived. Nelson invented a machine that automatically hits itself. Jimbo displayed other people's secrets. Millhouse exhibited things he's allergic to. Dolph made a wig detector. The most popular exhibit was the robot seal made by Bart and Martin. The principal was about to announce the results. Lisa won second place. Bart and Martin's work took first place. Later, Bart and Lisa went to the nursing home to visit their grandpa Abe. Lisa was moody because Bart had won first place. Abe comforted Lisa by saying that the old man over there had it worse than her. That old man's wife had passed away, and his children didn't care about him. Just then, Bart's little robot seal crawled onto the old man's lap. The old man's heart was warmed by the little seal. He held the seal and danced happily.
While I was sitting here feeling sorry for myself, Bart's invention actually changed someone's life.
Soon, all the elderly in the nursing home ordered Bart's little seals. The elderly were no longer lonely, but
Where
all this
is
was noticed by a
okay,
funeral
Hardy's
home
gone.
because the elderly were happy every day. No one passed away, and the company's funeral business couldn't make any money at all. So they decided to take advantage of the flaw where the seal would go out of control when the wiring was switched. The next day, news spread that the robot seals had killed the elderly. For the safety of the elderly, the police took all the seals back to the police station.
Oh my
Bart and
God,
Martin
bro.
decided to ask
Okay,
the professor to redesign
come on,
the robots
bro.
and rescue them from the police station. The professor was thrilled when he heard the news. He immediately canceled his date with the beauty queen.
Why won't he love me?
The professor quickly fixed the robot seal's flaw remotely. The little robot seal showed a cute expression.
Oh, I can't stay, Maddie.
The police chief released the robot seals. The professor remotely controlled the little seals to return to the nursing home. Without the company of the little seals, the elderly were all very sad. At that moment, a group of little seals returned to the elderly. The elderly regained their happiness. Bart and the others also arrived. Everyone danced happily together. Bart and Martin designed a cute robot.
When this kid was in fourth,
The red fox lifted the trap and put its own tail into it. It thought the hunter was offering it a high-paying job, but it soon realized that the hunter was actually looking for a silver fox. The hunter kicked the red fox aside and noticed some paint on the ground. The red fox had a sudden idea. When the hunter returned, it had already painted itself silver. But what it did not expect was that the way the hunter looked at it was like looking at an expensive fur coat. At that moment, the red fox had no idea what was about to happen. It thought it had been placed into a comfortable room until a silver fox revealed the truth. All the foxes had been lured here by advertisements offering high pay. The hunter brought them here, only to skin them alive. The red fox did not believe it, thinking it was just a scare tactic. It did not argue, but instead asked how to escape. The silver fox bit through a steel plate and shaped it into a key. That night, the alarm went off. All the foxes quickly escaped from their cages. The silver fox also released the red fox. Just as the red fox was about to flee, it suddenly slowed down. It saw that the other foxes had already run far away. It turned back toward the cage and even threw the key away. It thought there was no longer anyone competing with it until it heard the sound of the hunter sharpening an axe. At that moment, the red fox finally realized that everything the silver fox said was true. It immediately went to retrieve the key, but heard the hunter approaching with the axe. The red fox grabbed the key and rushed out of the cage. The hunter released hunting dogs to chase it. The red fox tried to weave through obstacles to evade the dogs, but failed again and again. It could only jump into the river to temporarily escape the pursuit. When it came out of the water, the paint on its body had washed away. It stood proudly in front of the hunting dogs, declaring itself to be a red fox. But the hunting dogs did not understand. They only barked angrily because they had been tricked by the red fox. The red fox lifted the trap and...
guys, let's go. So there's a guy on TikTok who's got... Guys, let's go. We already got the gems. What are you doing? We're covering this place in grease to set it on fire. Hey, what's going on here?
You're too late. We already cleaned out your gems.
Shh.
Gems?
Oh, you're the new cleaners. Huh? Yes. Oh, wait, you clean my room with that brick of fat? So there's a guy on TikTok who's gotten over 1,000 KSI tattoos, all in hopes that one day KSI will call him. He said he's not stopping until that happens, but KSI actually reached out a long time ago in a DM telling him to stop, and he didn't. So then at around 500 tattoos, KSI ended up blocking him, and even told him on a live stream he's not going to call him. But somehow, he just took that as KSI being sarcastic and just kept going anyway. What makes this funny is that KSI recently gave someone a share of £25,000 for winning a 10-round Would You Rather challenge where the final round involved getting a prime tattoo on their foot. Yet this guy is over here with almost 2,000 KSI tattoos and has only gotten 4 messages from him. So there's a guy on TikTok. 3, 2, 1, piss.
He started receiving pizzas at home every day, but he had never ordered any. At first, he thought it was just a delivery mistake, but after 3 days, he had received almost 10 pizzas and started to get terrified. He called the pizzeria, but they said the order had been paid for online. He then stopped sleeping and even started thinking he was being watched. After a week, the owner of the pizzeria showed up at his door and explained the situation. It turns out the man's address had been used to test the delivery system, sending several pizzas to him by mistake. He started receiving pizza.
This is a flower painting pack. Let's see if it works. Step 1, load your paint into the bowl. Step 2, put your rope. Step 3, dip the rope into the paint and mix it around real good. Step 4, place your rope onto the paper and cut it over the pad. Close the notebook and start pushing down. While the paint is soaking, subscribe to Have to Go because we're so close to 40 million subs. Now open her up. It works! This is a flower...
Easy. Hey, babe.
Huh?
You see that ride?
Yeah?
If we can do a high five where the 2 coasters almost touch, I will give you $500.
Oh, I got this.
Okay. Here we go. There she is. Oh, we're so close. I see you. Reach, baby, reach. Oh, here it comes. This is it. We got this.
Oh my god, we were so close. We were so close.
Hey, babe.
Huh?
Homer bought it.
Hey, babe.
Homer bought a new hammock. After spinning around several times, the hammock actually cloned another Homer. Homer found that the clone was identical to him in every way, except that he had no belly button. Homer asked the clone to change the light bulb, but the clone was soon electrocuted to death. Homer tried to move the clone, but it was too heavy to lift. Suddenly, Homer looked at the hammock. With the help of the clone, Homer threw the clone's body into the neighbor's yard. To reduce housework, Homer took the clone back to the hammock to clone again. From then on, the clones would accompany Marge shopping, listen to Abe's stories, and play baseball with the kids. Seeing how thoughtful Homer was, Marge decided to reward him.
I'll take it from here, Bingo.
That day, many clones prepared breakfast for everyone. When Marge came out, the original Homer immediately kicked the clones out of the dining room. Just then, Flanders came over to get back the chainsaw Homer had stolen. Homer told him to leave his credit card, and then the clones outside pointed at the chainsaw, and then towards the neighbor's house. Homer nodded in agreement. Just as Homer was planning what to do that day, the clones appeared carrying Flanders' head. Homer was terrified, and prepared to abandon all the clones in the cornfield.
Now, before I abandon you in this cornfield, does anyone remember the way home? I do. Anybody else?
To make sure no more trouble would be caused, Homer also threw the hammock off the truck, but the clones picked it up, and they soon cloned countless Homers.
Let's all go out for some frosty chocolate milkshake.
Soon, everywhere they went, nothing but barren land remained. The news reported the incident of the cloned Homers, saying that they would soon occupy the entire town of Springfield. At that moment, Lisa saw Homer, weeping bitterly because all the donuts had been eaten, and immediately came up with an idea. Tied donuts to a helicopter. The clones chased the donuts frantically, but ahead was a cliff, and countless clones fell off. Marge was sighing that the crisis was over, when she suddenly realized that the Homer beside her had no belly button.
Then a real Homer.
First over cliff.
My Homer's there. How will I go on?
You like back rub?
Go on.
Homer bought a new hammock. After spinning around several times, the hammock actually cloned another Homer. Homer found that the clone was identical to him in every way, except that he had no belly button. Homer asked the clone to change the light bulb, but the clone was soon electrocuted to death. Homer tried to move the clone, but it was too heavy to lift.
In 2020, Oreo released a unknown flavor cookie. It looked different from a normal Oreo and tasted completely different. They called everyday items with purposes are hidden.
Drift through that wall, win $10,000, starting with $1. Subscribe is easy to hit a spike. The spike pierced the windshield. Are you good? Drift through that wall.
This girl never has to pay when she goes shopping. If she likes a pair of shoes, she simply asks for them. Everything in the mall feels like it belongs to her. And if any staff member tries to ask for money, the owner scolds them instead. That's because she's the only celebrity in the city. Her name is Hope. During a competition, she twisted her ankle badly, but she refused. All the children were repeating the same actions, but in the farthest corner, one child was doing something completely different. Soon, a group of children went to their mothers, complaining about him. The mothers immediately began to take notice of this odd one and tried to find his mother. In the end, the boy's mother hurriedly took him away, and at the same time, some fathers were doing the same thing. One mother angrily questioned a father, asking why their child was so abnormal. At that moment, the child ran toward the kids on the swings, disrupting their orderly game, causing many children to fall to the ground. Afterward, this different child was taken to court to undergo an examination by a tester. The tester was baffled by his unusual behavior, and even his parents were shocked by the changes in him. During the next coloring test, the same thing happened again. He colored entirely from his imagination, and after finishing, he immediately destroyed his artwork with ink splattering onto the tester. Finally, the tester brought out a moving device and decided to give him medication to make him normal again. But the truth was, this child wasn't naughty. He simply had his own way of seeing the world. However, the medicine was hidden in candy. When the child ate it, it was too late to undo what had been done. Soon, his mind seemed to be reorganized. Smart. His parents proudly looked on because their child was finally normal. But the truth was, he had his own interests. They just weren't allowed to exist. He was forced to become just another one of them. At the end of the story, he sat quietly, eating his ice cream while watching the world go by. All the...
I'm gonna have to pull the levers.
Most people consider this a tiny pencil. But if you take a toothpick and drill a tiny hole down the center, fill it with lead from a mechanical pencil, sand it bound, paint it yellow, grab a big eraser to make a tiny eraser, attach eraser, rib of oil, paint it green, roll it around the top, paint on yellow stripes from top, squiggles, and sharpen it, you get a real tiny pencil. Nice. Most people consider this a tiny pencil. But if you take a toothpick and drill a tiny hole down the of the car 3 times.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, yo, here we go. Ready? We will do a speed run next time, but like, so far this is not our speed run. Who really cares about copied like content? Like copied content really is not really playtime. You can't really just say you're copying my game because there's no way. Like they're not always all games are gonna just be the same. And you're not careful, he can kill you. That was easy. No, you wait. Missed the open chat. Okay, go. Okay. And this is when you slow down. Just wait. We knock this down.
Standards require nurses to maintain appropriate appearance at all times. Sitting at the nurse's station projects laziness to patients and families.
She stood for 11 hours. They suspended her for sitting 3 minutes. Look at these photos. Her ankles are swollen twice their size. The suspension is overturned with full.
Homer was attracted to this carnivorous plant. It even lured Homer with a hot dog. But it still underestimated Homer's strength. In the bar, Mo wondered why there were no customers today. The TV reported that. Everyone had gathered to watch the blooming of a century-old plant. Mo decided to join the fun. He activated the security equipment and set off. Everyone in Springfield went to see the spectacle, but the sheriff said the place was already overcrowded, and someone had to be driven away. Whoever was mean, cynical, and had their heart broken multiple times should leave. The police chief turned his gaze to Mo. He asked Mo if he wanted to leave with dignity or be pushed down the muddy slope.
I prefer that you push me. Now I'm desperate to ready to die. Hey, thanks a lot.
Just then, the flowers slowly bloomed. The crowd widened their nostrils, ready to smell the fragrance. But the next second, green gas gushed out. Its smell was unbearable. Mo managed to escape. When he saw a garbage collector on the road, he suddenly thought his life wasn't that bad. The crowd scattered and fled, but the traffic was completely jammed because there were too many people. Lisa reminded Homer that they could leave now. Homer stepped hard on the gas pedal. As a result, he rear-ended the car in front.
That was fun, actually.
Homer rushed over to catch her, but he was still
The funnest live stream I will ever do. Ready and whatever.